Hello there. I figured I may as well just go back through my epilogue and go over again what I did clear and use this as an incentive to finally get myself to push this thing. So on the first one, I'm mainly just using a Chaos Piercer comp. Assume that most of this is really just replaceable or changeable. This stage is being one of the opening stages, is one of the easier ones, in all honesty. So you do have a lot more wiggle room here than you do on some of the later ones. Honestly, some of the later stages are downright just insane from what I have seen, and I am entirely at doubt as to how I'm going to figure out finally clearing them. But hey, we'll get there when we get there. For now, we are going to happily just plop a Brockier down up here to tank this guy. What this guy does is once he gets low enough HP, so it's roughly under 0.5%, after under half life, he will teleport through the unit he's on and move on to the next area. This means that if you do not have a double blocking system like we have here, he will just freely walk into your portal. And the same thing will happen when he moves to the other side of the map and does this again. So it is fairly important that you do have a way to double tap him, essentially, because otherwise he will just walk right through you and ruin your day. So here, alright, we have our Sargak and what's her name? Volk covering the bottom lane. We have our Dea right there, who is going to be ready to cover her lane. Valeria, once that fish dude is on her, will be ready to kill him with her ult, stay alive, and it works out perfectly fine. We're going to let this guy start walking in. We have our Dea, who should mostly handle him. If not, that's okay. Carnelian is saving us. You could rearrange your healers a bit to have this work slightly differently. It doesn't really matter. You could probably get away with having a Vortex for a Hollow or something and tweak the placements of your ranged units. If your healer's where Cetrim was, then again, you're kind of A-okay. We're going to place Araka over here. Should allow us to do some extra tanking. Rock here is now ready, so we're going to drop him. Actually, we're going to hold him a little bit more just in case we need him here, and Araka is not able to tank these two on her own, which may very well be the case. But normally, if that's the case, we can just drop a Valeria there and have Valeria deal with those two units. Carnelian seems to be able to hold our Araka, so we're going to just stick with this for now. There we go. This guy is now here and ready to mess with our day. Ardea will be covering the lane in front. We're just going to go ahead and fast forward a bit here. Hex is now virtually useless, but that's okay. Ardea just doing Ardea things. Really? Her damage is revolting. But yeah, that's the rough concept that you're going to want to try to stick to for this. Obviously, you don't need these same units. I am just taking the easy, cheesy way. By using the good units I do have, it also avoids me having to re-gear them. To go over the gear real quick, we have Gon and some good Tempered Will with a Bastion Ring. We have Ardea in some good Soulbound Arcana set, the Realm tier. We have Carnelian in Vig. I don't know what I'm doing. We have... Interesting. Well, we have Valerie in a Nightmare set, apparently, because I didn't finish ungearing her from whatever I used her on. Araka didn't even have weapons. As you can see, this was a perfectly balanced run, a reasonable run. Hex had some Soulbound Arcana. Sargak had some Soulbound Arcana as well. Cetrim did not even have an artifact. This is perfectly fine. See? It was easy. We didn't need any of this. And Volca was in some decent IR. Which doesn't even make any sense because it's Volca and she probably should have been an SA or Ageless Wrath. Anywho, now that we've gone over the fact that I just randomly geared champs and went into something, that was the first of the epilogue. So cheers, have a nice one.